Hello everyone, it's 𝐒𝐻𝐳𝐸, and this video is about my first listen to Limp Bizkit Still Sucks. Like most teenagers growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, I was probably overexposed to nu metal, the unholy fusion of alternative metal with hip-hop, spearheaded initially by bands like Korn and Deftones, but made huge by bands like Linkin Park and of course Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit were probably one of the more hip-hop orientated, rap metal based bands of the time. Most nu metal bands were only influenced by the rhythms and production of hip hop, but Limp Bizkit's Fred Durst was a rapper first and foremost. Not considered a particularly great rapper perhaps, and this kind of rap metal side of nu metal is probably the side that's considered to have dated the most poorly. And like many kids back then, I was a huge fan of Linkin Park, System of a Down, and other nu metal bands that had a really strong pop appeal. And while I was never a CD owning fan of Limp Bizkit, I definitely enjoyed their huge singles like Nookie, Break Stuff, of course Rollin', and especially Boiler, which I think is a really cool single. I have since heard their first 3 albums in full, and while I didn't find too much to enjoy outside of the singles, I do find myself with a soft spot for this band. And the interesting thing about this new album, Limp Bizkit Still Sucks, is that they seem to have a really heightened sense of self-awareness on this one. Like, this band understands that its main purpose is to have fun with this ludicrous but pretty heavy music. And I'm all for it, so I decided to give their new album a go. The rest of this video will be highlights from my live stream over on Twitch where I listened to the album in full. If you'd like to join me for some full album listening parties, you can follow me over there at twitch.tv/𝐒𝐻𝐳𝐸. So do me a favor and click the like button on this video, and let's get into the album.
Fresh. Got serious for a second. I would say delirious for the record. Check 3, 4, Bizkit out there on the bounty in the war zone. Got these
Fresh. That first song was alright. It was pretty corny. The lyrics were extremely cheesy. Everything about it extremely brash and nothing subtle about it, but the riff was pretty cool and I got a fun vibe off it. So let's continue with track 2, Dirty Rotten Bizkit. What does that mean? That sounds pretty cool. Love that dirty, really low bass with the fuzz on it. Pure significant other in its song structure. Okay. Alright, straight into dad vibes. This was the single. There was a lot of excitement about how fun this song is when it came out as a single, but I don't think this hook is the best. But it sounds alright. It is very endearing how self-consciously corny the lyrics are. I could get with that. Oh wow, that's a Cypress Hill bass line right there, isn't it? It's just a Cypress Hill ripoff. That's okay. I actually love that classic Cypress Hill sound. Yeah, I'm a sucker for this sound. It's a total rip-off, but it sounds great. Track 5 is called Don't Change. Acoustic one, huh? It's a pretty big change in mood.
I'm standing here of happiness. Things happen.
This doesn't sound like a Limp Bizkit song. Ooh, that auto-tune. Oh yeah, this is a cover. It's a cover of a INXS song. Yeah, sounds like it. The placement of this is very jarring after that last song. This is just...
The sky above, it won't fall in all directions.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty rubbish. Alright, track 6, You Bring Out the Worst in Me.
I'm coming back.
bass is nice. Is this gonna be like the rearranged of this album? Nice, bit of intensity. I wish that was a bit more dynamic, the change. Very post-hardcore. Guess it's a classic new metal sound that.
I fucking hate Limp Bizkit. Me too. That's good, I got something we can do. Sure as fuck ain't no Eminem. Looks like he's got Drake's pubes on his chin. Yeah, did you listen to that shit? I mean, not now, but back when I was a kid. I didn't think too much about the things I liked. Things you like.
This is very clever. Fred Durst's slowed down voice, it reminds me of Tom McDonald. Oh, that was fun.
And this next song goes out to all you barnacles out there. You suck out everything. You barnacle, get off of me.
This one's just a pretty cool, tight, little intense tune, isn't it? Cool. Oh no, another acoustic one. I prefer this one to the cover earlier in the album anyway. At least this one has a Limp Bizkit kind of vibe. But yeah, I don't know. I think we could probably do without the acoustic cuts in general. All right, next song is called Pill Popper.
It's no secret that our governments have fostered a culture of corruption.
Sounds pretty industrial. Okay, we had their take on a Cypress Hill song. Now we got their take on a Nine Inch Nails song. That song felt a bit incomplete to me. Okay. This one is called Snacky Poo.
Lately I've been snappy, I gave up on the fitted. Sometimes I'm on the bucket, eventually I kick it. Giving me a light, snacky poo. Everybody got a mic.
That hook is ridiculous.
So if you see me out,
I think this one is more like what I expected from this album. More of those dad vibes.
And bringing back the 90s to ease up on the tension.
Bringing back the 90s to ease up on the tension.
Mr. West Borland?
I thought this was going to be a decently length song, but it turns out it's going to be half a skit. This is the kind of skit that will ensure this album never gets listened to in full again. Cool, we had to wait for this one. What? Is this supposed to sound like Backstreet Boys or something?
You're lying next to me.
Okay, just another way they're trying to bring back the 90s, I guess.
It's time to go. All this water underneath the bridge is killing me, so goodbye.
That's the end of the album. Well, that was a mess. Yeah, I mean, I had fun listening to the album, I guess, but it sounds like they threw it together in about 3 weeks or something at most. Which, you know, is great, I guess, you know. I thought it was fun for what it is. I thought it just felt really thrown together. But there was a charm in that, you know, because it meant that there were some spontaneous moments that ended up working, I think, and sounding pretty good. But for the most part, it was, you know, like a whole throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks kind of vibe. And yeah, I agree, Al. I did enjoy just hearing them again after all this time. Bit of nostalgia, and they definitely seem to be cashing in on that, just leaning hard into the nostalgia. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this album, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me with the link in the description to buy me a coffee. It really helps me to be able to keep making these videos, keep my channel going, so I really appreciate it, and thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take it easy.